Okay, I wanted to make a short video to explain some of these pictures that I'm putting up this week. And I had a fantastic opportunity at last night's wedding. The bride and groom either work for or own a stage lighting production company. So I had something I never experienced before with lots of lights and motion. This picture you see right now, the first picture I'm going to show you, they had downlight, I don't know, some kind of spotlight, but it made vines on the aisle. So this one I took with no flash. I had the shutter speed at 1/40th at 2.8, and I had my 24-70 lens, and ISO was 2500. Sometimes lights work for you and you could use them to get a cool outcome like this. Other times they work against you, and this worked against me. This was beautiful. Well, maybe, you know what? It wasn't even the lighting. I was under the chuppah and I wasn't able to be in this exact position. I couldn't be under this when the bride came through the door. So I had to go off to the side, and because these spotlights were blasting into my camera had a hard time focusing and finding the bride that I was trying to focus on. So out of the 4 or 5 shots that I tried to get of her coming down the aisle, only one came out. But I wish I could have been right here at this vantage point when she came out. But so I used no flash, so the flowers on the top were backlit, and I just really like the play against those with the swirly vine lights on the floor. This one was during the ceremony. Again, they had that spotlight on them, and I almost wish it wasn't. I did a lot of burning to bring back some detail in her dress. But behind this curtain, they had lights in back of the curtain that were making it look foresty, almost like shadows of trees in a forest. So it was just very beautiful. Let's see. And this again, let me see, no flash. 24-70 at 24 millimeter ISO 2500, same settings as the first picture. This is the next one I'm showing. This I took on the table, so all this in the background is all the lighting they had in the reception room, pointing toward the dance floor, as well as candles on the table. And right in back of this, that's a Hershey's Kiss flipped over, because they had a label on the underneath side. But behind that was a wine glass. So I really got some interesting bokeh going on. The only thing I regret about this picture is that I wish I had taken a second Hershey's Kiss and put it upright next to it. I don't know if it was needed, but I think it would have told more of the story that this was their favor. But since Julie and Mike know what this is and the picture's for them, I guess it wasn't necessary. But for anyone else looking at the picture, maybe they wouldn't know that that's a Hershey's Kiss. I don't know if it matters. So anyway, I didn't want to show that one. Okay, this was another one where the light worked for me or against me, and it took me a few times to get this shot. I was standing behind the head table, the bride and groom's table, and I wanted, they had it spotlit again. They had the spotlight on the bride and groom, but I needed to stand here because I wanted their view of the bride's dad giving a toast. So what the issue was you see right to the side of the dad's head, I have lens flare. I love what the spotlight is doing, and now I don't mind that that's on the side of his head, but it took me, I was just turning the camera so many different angles to make sure that that lens flare wasn't covering dad's face. And it took me a while to get that shot. And that's one of the advantages of digital photography versus film, is I can see on the screen, okay, is the lens flare on his face? Do I have to try to get a little bit of a different angle? So this shot was 1/60th of a second, f5.0, ISO 1250, 24 millimeter with my 2470. And my flash did go off, otherwise the dad would be backlit. The last image, I took the bride and groom outside of the reception. I used no flash, I used the lamp posts to illuminate the bride and groom. 1/25th of a second, so I had them kiss and hold it and stand completely still. I braced my camera against my body. ISO was 4000, and I used my fisheye 15 millimeter for this one. f2.8. I don't know if I said that or not. All right, so that's it for this wedding, and I just thought what a fitting theme this week for Vibrance, and I get lucky enough to get this wedding with these crazy, unique lighting situations. So that's all. Thanks for watching.